Caesars Superdome. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. More room past the 50. To the 15. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights, and the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Returnable from the 2. He gets popped quickly there. That is not a nice feeling or a nice run back.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Complete out to the right. And he's finally forced out of bounds as he gets him up past the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They are throwing it again. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
The Falcons will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is Cobb. And that fit for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7.
Falcons 8, Saints 7.
They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the two-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating. And now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a second one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Set up. Hop.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All set now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Now give to Murray. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Come on, set. Bravo 80. Hut, hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
A gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons tie it up late in the first. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take the lead on that successful kick.
Saints 14.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Hey, Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Murray. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. The scoreboard reads 15-14. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Handoff now from the gun. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He would have been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Look, it isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Third down from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded by Henderson. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. And he put everything he's got behind it. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And go to Murray on the ground. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing from the gun. And that's completed right side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Brought in left side by Jones. Now he's past the 25. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead on the first play of the drive. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded by Henderson. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing. He's going deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. On the carry, this is Murray. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Here we go, set. 70 Lion. Take off.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. That's brought in by White. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's going to throw it. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Running back motions right. Another throw here on second down. Completed to his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
The motion a receiver left. Shotgun now on third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. Throw left side cut by Douglas. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Setting up, second and goal. He gets it again. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded by Henderson. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Showing a little burst so far. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Setting him on the dive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. Dropping back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. Catch is made in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded by Henderson. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, run with it. Cougar 19.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Gets everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. So the Saints offense staying on the fields. They're going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
18, 179 Broncos, Dragon 60. Check go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Pass play now. Short pass brought in. He's got it in the red zone. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming there's a effective.
Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons hold an 11-point advantage. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Airing it out to start this drive. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing now off the play action. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. The grab in bounds, left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Viking 18.
Air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead is back down to 9.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs, and he just got it done.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Working now from the gun. Run out left. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 13 yards. And
A give now from the gun. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
number 33, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton.
Got it. Ready?
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Set, make it. Go.
Lone back gets the handoff. Looks through and breaks away. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. We got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
They'll run now on second down. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 16-point lead.
Saints 37.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded by Henderson. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
On the move, headed right. Complete out to the right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Hits him on the out route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Taking a deep shot here. Caught just shy of the goal line. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. A pickup of 17. And now they have a 1st and goal. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Falcons leading by 8. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. It's just been a difference maker.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons lead by 15 now. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded by Henderson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different parish.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left, and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
19-18.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Chased out to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Ready? Pass to the left. Rocco 80. 79. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Looking to throw it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Sticking to the air here. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks to really create some indecision now defensively.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road.